Hello guys and welcome to the ATS Games Zombies in Spaceland Easter egg guide. Now this is the guide for the very first zombies map in the game. It came in the game on launch. To me it's one of the hardest Easter eggs out of all the DLC maps and the base game. Apparently I've been told it's easy to play it as solo, but for me I think it's probably best to play it with two people. So cards you need are perk insured, obviously to keep your perks. If you go down, raining bullets for the Seticom fight, so if you run out of bullets during the Seticom defense, you got infinite ammo. Reanimated in case you go down during the boss fight, might be useful. Restored losses, again for the Seticom defense, if you miss a bullet, it goes back in your clip. And scope dollars will be the first card I play in the early rounds, just to get yourself some doors open quite early and get around the park and get the power on as soon as possible. Now, first of all, obviously as with every zombies map, you want to get the power turned on straight away. So here's a very quick guide on how to turn the power on. So here's the first one in the little side room here where you spawn. The next one is in Journey into Space, and it's just here just before you go into the bumper car area. The next one is in the Polar Peak area, so you go up the ramp in the gift shop, open that door there. It's just on the left opposite the Quickies perk machine. The next one's in Kepler, just by the cafe area on the top there. And once you've done that, all four lights should be blue, and the pack-a-punch room will be open in the centre teleporter. Now once you get in there, you want to hit square on these UFOs on the table here, and once you hit square, they'll kind of fly off the desk and out into the level to start the Easter egg. Now, a quick note, you want all the machines to be certain colours, so that was Journey with blue, the Polar are all green, Kepler are all red. Outside the arcade, you want a combination of red, green and blue. In there, don't want one of the same. And in the spawn, doesn't matter what you put in there, so put whatever you feel in there, it's not important. Okay, also as well, you want to be conscious of getting tickets as well during the early round, so get as many as you can. You want to get roughly around 950, and that's for the teeth, the gold teeth, to put in the croc's mouth. You want to get the freezer grenades for the face melter weapon, and also you want to get an arcane core for your pistols for when you start collecting souls later on.
Now that's super groovy.
Okay, so once you've got all your tickets, you want to start getting the Seticom parts. Now there's three parts: a calculator, the umbrella and a boombox. The first part here is in Kepler system on the yellow bench. The next one's on this bench here in spawn, right in front of the pack-a-punch portal. And the third possible spawn it can be at is on this blue bin here, well the bin with the blue lid in the arcade top floor. The second one you need is the umbrella. The umbrella is on the red bench just here by the slides. The next one is just in front of the rocket trap in Journey into Space on the floor there. And the third one is on the counter in the gift shop in Polar Peak, just there. Okay, and the last one you need is a boombox. And the boombox can either be in the canteen area underground on the table there by that coffee machine. The next one in the Moonlight Cafe on the counter just here by the till. And the third one just behind this kind of popcorn cart in this bin here on the floor on spawn in the lower bridge. Okay, so next, now you want to, once you got all those parts, go and talk to Hasselhoff, and then go and wait around. Just kind of kill everything, and yeah, so just basically end the round. Then start the new round, and you'll know when you get to the Easter eggs, you'll hear this noise. Okay, so once you heard that noise, you know the Easter egg started. Go and talk to Hasselhoff, and he'll give you the Seticom. Then you want to go around the map and try and find where your Seticom needs to be placed. Now, there's there's 7 possible spawns, and the first one was outside Polar. The second one was in the gift shop there. The third one here is in Kepler, just by this fountain, past the teeth, just here. The fourth one is the difficult one, the fountains. If you get this one first, you're lucky. If you get it last, unlucky. The fifth one here is just outside, that ride just there in the middle of Journey to Space. The next one is in the underground, just here in the canteen where you got the boombox, or can get the boombox. And the last one here is just in the little kind of path just coming out of the bumper car. So you come through here, and it's just against that kind of hedge wall there. So it's just there. So that's the 7 spawns. Now my first one happened to be outside Polar Peak, and my friend here's just put it down. So we've got to guard this now for 60 seconds. So basically you just get get your Kindles out, get them pack-a-punched, and just absolutely spam everything that comes towards it. You only got 60 seconds. Once you've done it all, a nuke will go off, it'll blow everything away, and an infinite ammo will, or max ammo, sorry, will spawn. Pick your Setcom up as well, and then go around. Next round, look again for another Setcom placement. Our second one happened to be in the gift shop. So again, we placed it down in the gift shop, and we had my friend there guard the main entrance, and I guarded the ramp and the back door. And between us, we did this quite easily. Again, pack-a-punch your pistols, maybe bring a turret in or a Medusa device if you think that'll help. And then once you go down to 0, again, pick it up, a nuke will spawn, and a max ammo will also spawn. And then obviously then go around as we did before. Obviously in between that you may have got to round 10 by now, and if you have, you want to make sure when you get a brute, do not kill it straight away. Make sure to try and entice it into the mouth of the crocodile so that it puts its hand up and breaks the teeth. You're going to need that later on for the as part of the Easter egg for the pistols, to get the wonder weapons. So it's a bit tricky trying to get the teeth in. Took me a few attempts, but there we go. And that middle cabinet there kind of opens up there, and that's kind of important for the Easter egg too. Okay, so our third Setcom defense, you have to last for 2 minutes. I definitely recommend bringing a Medusa device or a turret. We got really lucky here, and our third one happened to be in the office, and this office, well, canteen area, is the easiest place to defend from. There's only two entrances for the zombies to get in, and with a turret, it kind of pretty much takes most of the work off you here, aiming down this corridor. It just kind of does itself. It lasts about a minute, so you only got a minute really to hold out with your pistols. Once you've held out and you've defended it, again, the nuke will go off, and pick up your max ammo, you're done. Then you're going to talk to the Hoff, and wait 2 rounds, and eventually you can go back to them and get the speakers. But in the meantime, let me show you just a quick preview of the wonder weapons that you can get in the game and this level. So first of all, here's the Dischord, the disco gun. Makes them kind of do breakdance on the floor. The next one's a head cutter. It's kind of looks quite cool, like the Kingsman thing, where their kind of heads just explode, coloured smoke. It's quite a pretty one. The next one's a shredder. This one's quite a good group killer gun, so you kind of actually need to disintegrate them. If you get in a group like that, you shoot one, it kind of has a chain effect on everyone else around it. And obviously then the face melter, the last one. I really think this gun's really cool, but I don't think it's that useful in a boss fight, so I wouldn't take it with me, but it looks pretty to look at. So zombies kind of shoot into the air like a firework, and then the fire on the floor kills any surrounding zombies. Okay, so let's try and get the face melter first. So how to get the face melter? The first thing you need is the battery. So cook a grenade, open the portal during the space, cook a grenade and throw it in the portal. Then what you got to do is play hot potato with the grenade. So you got to cook it, throw it in, it comes back out live, and basically you got to throw it back down to the pack-a-punch portal in spawn. Now what I do is throw it towards surfaces that make it bounce back to you to make it easier to catch. Once you got down to the bottom, grab the battery that comes out the bottom of the pack-a-punch. To get the toy out of the arcade machine, you need to put 3 blues in there to get the little rocket toy there. And grab the turret as well, because that's quite a useful little, that'll be useful for the Setcom defense. And then the third one is just a trap kill. Now it's the same for all wonder weapons. You need to get the battery, you need to get the toy out of the arcade machine, you need to get a trap kill in that area. So for during the space, it's the rocket. So I've got my friend here to turn the power on. I kind of lured them into the middle, and then all the zombies died. You want to get roughly 20 to 30 kills, I believe, is what you need for the UFO to fly away. Now once it flies off, you'll see it there just above me. You want to get your arcane core on your gun of choice. I use my Kindles, and just get as many zombie kills with that gun with the arcane core on near the UFO as possible. Once you've done that, it'll turn into a little energy ball of that colour. So I've got a blue one. Go back to the crocodile teeth, shoot the cabinet. It's a potluck which one it is. Here it's the second one for me. Shoot the cabinet, and then pick up the crystal, and then go back into the pack-a-punch and press square on this cabinet here to put the colour back in later on. Okay, so the Dischord, you need to shoot 5 targets hidden around the map. You need the glasses for this, and the glasses can drop on round 1 with the zombie with the backpack. But anyway, there was the first target there in spawn. The second one there is just by the kind of Yeti's jaw on the roller coaster, which only kind of appears if you get close enough. The third one there was above the power in the arcade. The next one just around the corner in the arcade machine. And the last one was just down here by blue bolts in this window here, just shoot through there. And then once you got that, the battery appears on the dance floor in the arcade. Now, a few other locations they might appear at is just here in Spawn, but on the space depot, just by there. And then the next one, I looked over there to see if I could see the symbol, but it wasn't there because it was too far away. But the next one is just under the bridge here. In the arcade upstairs in the zombie spawn, just in that window. The next one's behind that counter there, but I didn't look at it for some reason. And also behind that cardboard cutout alien. And also there's one in here in the bumper car area. I'm not sure which one it was, so I went to both. But I know it's around there somewhere. And the last one is in between Polar and arcade. You have to come through this kind of little back door area, and it's just in that gap there next to the breathing Yeti. Okay, so for the toy for the Dischord, you want to put, like I said earlier, one of each colour. So you need a blue, red, and a green coin to go in there. So once you put that in there, the little disco ball pops out. You want to get hold of that. Okay, and then for the last bit, for the UFO kills, you need to kind of train a load of zombies, roughly about 25 to 30, into the dance floor area of the arcade. Once you feel you got enough, hold square to activate the trap. We've got quite a few there, as you can see. And then luckily they all kind of run back onto the dance floor. That looks plenty to me. So yeah, so you try and get as many zombies as you can onto the dance floor. Then eventually the disco ball will shoot lasers and kill all the zombies. I think I got like 45 here, 46 I got in the end. So the UFO now flies away, as it does with all of them. And then all you got to do now is just, again, like with the last one, you need to kind of get kills with your arcane core guns near the UFO. So it's kind of floating around the back here at the moment by the arcade. And you can see those little blue souls are flying into the UFO. Once you get enough in there, it'll eventually turn into a little energy ball. There you go, like it has there. Just hold square to pick that up. And then you want to make your way back to the crocodile teeth in Kepler, again to shoot the cabinet. Okay, and then once you do that, kind of tempt the teeth to shut so you don't get killed. Once it's rising, quickly run in there, grab the crystal out of the machine, and then again you want to go back to the pack-a-punch machine, hold square in the cabinet just opposite the projector there to store it in there. Okay, now the next one, you need to get the battery for the shredder. Now to get the shredder battery, you need to kind of get a pair of glasses again and go into the water flume air log area. And when this boat comes past, you see like a little black bar on the back there with the battery on it. They can only see this with the glasses, so just keep shooting it. You can't really fail this bit. Just keep shooting it, and you're bound to hit it. Now what you want to do then is go to the fountains, and you'll see a battery will kind of keep spawning. There is in the background there, look. It keeps getting shot up through the water jets. Just wait by a fountain, and eventually you'll get it. Okay, so once you got that, that's your battery. And then to get the toy, you need to put 3 reds in the Kepler arcade cabinet. And you'll get the little kind of alien toy. And then for the UFO and soul kills again, you want to go to the chronosphere at the back of the park, of the area, and turn it on. And again, 25 to 30 kills with this will make the UFO fly away, ready for you to start getting soul kills. Kind of went down here trying to protect the ride, trying to lure all the zombies in, and the brute down me. But yes, so anyway, so once you get that, obviously the UFO flies away again. You want to get soul kills with your gun that has the arcane core on it. Like I said, mine is the pistols. I highly recommend putting your arcane core on the pistols. Once you've got that, my friend here picked up the crystal that time, so just told him not to, but he did anyway. But anyway, yeah, he picked it up and he put it in the cabinet. So there you can see he's just picked that up. Okay, and the last one, the head cutter. Now you need to get the cry grenades, like I said earlier. Get those and start and throw it at that Yeti just outside the Polar Peak area, and it'll free zombies. Now what we're going to do here is get headshots, roughly about 10. And once you get 10, you'll hear the zombie noise. Sorry, not a zombie noise, it was a Yeti roaring. Sorry, I'm not sure I said that. But anyway, once you get that, you get the battery then appears in the Yeti's hand just by the portal there. To get the toy, you want 3 green coins. To go in the arcade cabinet in the gift shop. Then once you got that, pick up the Yeti that comes out. And then, again, like the last few, you want to get a trap kill. And with this one, you need to get the laser beam trap in the just outside the gift shop there. So again, train a load of zombies around the outside of the area. We got a bit risky here. I'm round 19. Quite a few at one point when I run through here and turn back round. So as you can see, there's loads there. And then I think you turn the trap on, and then that's obviously lure these. So run and slide underneath the laser beam and try and get them to run into the beam to die. And eventually, once you get about 30 or so kills there, the UFO will fly away. And again, it's just right above me here, and I'm just absolutely shooting all these zombies with my arcane core pistols. Till it eventually turns into the crystal that I need. I think it happens just here, I think. Yeah, there you go, turns a little yellow ball. Then pick that up. And then go back to the teeth, shoot the cabinet. Pick up the crystal. I think I kind of messed up here, wouldn't let me pick it up. Oh, eventually it did, quickly back out there before the teeth close. Got lucky. And then go back to the Pack-a-Punch portal. Again, hold square on the cabinet to put your crystal in there. And then the purple one at the top there flies out. Now you can buy that for 2,500 in the crocodile's mouth, and that will make your gun slightly stronger. Once you've got that, you need to go to Hoff, wait a couple of rounds, and they'll give you speakers. Now it's very important that you put the speakers down in the right order, and that is Spawn, and then Journey, and then Polar, and then Kepler. This makes sure that the colours represent the coin from each area. So yellow is Spawn, so it doesn't really have a colour, but blue is Journey, green is Polar, and red is Kepler. So it just makes it a lot easier when you're doing the boss fight. Now, you want to make sure that if you're by yourself, just hold square on a speaker. If you've got a team of 2, 3, or 4, then the 2 of you have to get on a separate speaker, 3 of you on a separate speaker, or 4 of you on a separate speaker. And you've all got to press square at the same time. So we had 2 of us, so we got 2 at the same time. And then the boss fight starts. And as you can see here, the order of the colours that the UFO is playing there is Kepler, Polar, Spawn, and Journey. So we just made a note of that. Then on the next rotation, when it was doing it again, my friend here, he had 2 colours and I had 2 colours, and we organised amongst ourselves who was pressing what colour. So he presses the first 2 at the back there, then I press the 3rd and the 4th. And you know if you've done it right, because the colours go from white straight back to coloured again. And also when you shoot the next zombie, it'll drop a max ammo. If you don't do it right, the brute will spawn. So Willa Wiley will do like a menacing laugh, and a brute will spawn. You have to do this 3 times. So here we goes again, doing the tones. So you've got Journey, Polar. You always want to be keeping an eye out, by the way, of the colours. Spawn, and obviously the last one's going to be Kepler. So again, organise with your team. If you're by yourself, hope you got a good memory. But if not, if you've got a team, just organise amongst yourselves. Who's having what colour? We found it worked best if we had 2 each. So obviously, when you go to do your colours, try and cut down the amount of zombies you have, because you can get quite overwhelmed on the spawn. He's just doing his 2nd one now. Then you do my 3rd, and quickly run around to your 4th. You've only got a short amount of time to get this done as well, so it's it did take us a few attempts at one point. I think we messed up 3 or 4 times. But you know if you've done it, because the next zombie drops the max ammo. So now we've only got 1 more now to do. So here's, yep, so looking back there, so Polar, Journey, Spawn, Kepler again. Beautiful. So again, arrange with your friends, or if you're by yourself, press them in the right order. You'll be good to go. I think if you don't finish the sequence off in time, if you just leave, if you know you're not going to make it, you won't spawn a brute in. So that's something to think about as well. But anyway, once you've done the 3 Simon Says with the colours, all the zombies will turn into clowns. You have like a clown round for a bit. So just kill all the clowns that appear. It's quite a nice, easy bit. Not too hard. They kind of die in one hit with the grenades. Okay, now eventually, after about 2 minutes of that, aliens would appear. And now, unfortunately, I didn't get it entering the level during this recording, so I was too busy training zombies. But they do appear, and as you can see here, they dart around all over the place. And what you want to be doing here is you want to use your wonder weapons that you've unlocked with the UFO kills and pick up the batteries and all that sort of stuff. You want to be absolutely leathering them with these guns. Just keep shooting them. And you see like a little kind of light on their chest. It goes from green through to orange and then through to red. And you just want to keep absolutely hammering them with your space pistol. I think it takes 5 hits first, then 7, then 12. before they completely die, but I got quite a good few hits on him there. Just kind of appeared out of nowhere there, walking out of the shop. But yeah, just honestly, you want to be using your wonder weapons here. Don't use anything else. And eventually, you'll see him go down like this. Now, you must melee him. When he's on his knees like that, it means you're doing enough damage to him, and you need to melee his backpack to steal the fuse out of the backpack. And again, you want to repeat this process 2 or 3 times. As you can see, his light there went from green to like orange. You just want to keep just shooting these aliens all the time while making sure you're aware where the zombies are, so you didn't get overwhelmed. But I think my friend there was doing most of the training. So when he starts doing this, when that little force field comes over him, you know he's going to go to the floor, like he does there. Again, just melee him, and that's that. By the way, the more players you have in the game, the more aliens spawn in. So because there's 2 of us, 2 aliens spawn in. So if there's 4 of you, there's 4 aliens, which can be quite difficult. So yeah, the fewer the better, but if you can, try not to go by yourself. Okay, so there you can see I killed 1 alien, so we've got 1 alien left, which was great, and eventually we kill him off, which is brilliant. Now for the last stage, you want to, with your wonder weapon, you shoot these little blue lights around the edge of the main Spaceland ring in spawn, and the UFO will kind of be flying around shooting these kind of energy balls at you. What I did, I just hid under the bridge for a while, but to avoid them. But there's no zombies here, so you're okay, so you can take your time. And basically, you just got to wait till the UFO is above the Pack-a-Punch portal, and then quickly shoot the top light on that ring there, and it'll send a beam into the UFO and it'll blow it up, which will then complete the Easter egg, and you've done it. You've done Spaceland, which is kudos to you, because it's one of the hardest ones, I believe. So yeah, there you go. And then once you've done that, go up to the Pack-a-Punch portal, and you'll see that the soul key is there. So hold square and the fuse. The fuses allow you to double Pack-a-Punch your gun. And once you've done that, you can now play as David Hasselhoff. So what you want to do is go to the main menu, hit custom game, public game, solo game, whatever. Go into Spaceland, press left, right, left, up, down, and you'll see a little picture there of David Hasselhoff, and that'll let you know that you're now going to be playing as David Hasselhoff. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much that this helped. Click subscribe, give it a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.